Hi guys, welcome back to the Lights Up, Lights Down channel. What's going on in the workshop, MX5 restorer, all that business. You all right, Roy?
Morning.
Roy giving his car a quick buff, getting all the salt off of it and the grime. So you might be wondering why Roy's outside cleaning his car. So Saturday morning, we've got a lot of cars going, so I wanted to sort of change the video up a little bit to sort of, you guys get to see a lot of the time work that's going on in the workshop, whereas, you know, I think it would be good to see that and the end results, which would be, so we're going to try and do these videos on a Friday, Saturday, but it was super busy yesterday, so I've come in Saturday morning to sort of go through with the cars that are going out and go from there really. So yeah, so let's start around here then. So HX03, this one actually came in on a trailer. It's had its MOT. I can't remember how it did, but yeah, I think it's got a few little bits and pieces to do on this. Might turn into rust. This red Mark 1 this came in, this got rear-ended. It was hit by a transit, sort of just the point was just there. This had a new bumper, rear panel, boot. I straightened all this out at the beginning of the week. It's come out pretty good, so we repainted the mud flaps, new number plate, everything's all come all good. So the lady that owns this is coming this morning to pick this up, so I'm pleased with how this came out. This black Mark 1, so we did the seals jacking point, so I had an outer panel on this, so this was finished off yesterday. Everyone's arriving. Gareth coming to work in his tweed mobile. Hey? Yeah, I know, someone got in early and brought all the cars out.
He is committed, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I came in early because I thought it'd be a good video to do, because we didn't do one this week. We didn't get time to do it yesterday, so.
Did you come in just to do a video?
And speak to Mike.
Speak to Mike.
Yeah, who's just arrived in the courtesy car there, who's come to pick his bubba up. Yeah.
Okay.
Not too sure why I've got that on, so.
So you probably can't hear him.
Yeah. Go on, Mike. Come say hello. So yeah, so the seals on the black one, so it was the driver's side and the passenger side. So they came out really good. So we did the seals on this one. So this Mark 2.5, this is a nice one to talk about, because I'm pretty certain in the last What's Going On in the Workshop you saw Roy working on this. This is the one where we talked about with the wheels. So this is an example of why I'm going to do these videos, because you've seen all this work going on the ramp, but you never really got to see the finished result. And this one's a good one because the arches weren't normal on this, because they were rolled, flared out and then reshaped to form the shape to shape the wheels. So they don't have the normal line on them. So normally you have this square line that sort of runs sort of around here, like this one doesn't have it. And if you look from the side, let's get that, you can see that they're just rolled out and they just come down. I think it's ended up coming out really nice. These wheels are an 8-inch wheel with a 0 offset, and you know, if anyone knows, if they've tried to put them on a standard car, they'll know how much these tyres would normally stick out on the normal arches. So yeah, this had, I mean, yeah, there is a paint difference. Titanium grey goes milky and is really bad, so the customer may have some paintwork done at a later date, but this colour does actually match the door shuts, and you can see the side it is a lot better. But where the sun's been on this boot lid and the top of the panels, it makes the titanium go a really milky colour. Can't do anything about that other than have some more paintwork done. There's no point blending onto a boot panel when you've had both sides done. It's just, you may as well just paint the whole lot, which obviously meant with that. So again, passenger side looks really good. Like the tyres sticking, just come out just enough, just the right amount. Right, where are we going now? So this Mark 2.5 came in for some seals, but unfortunately the works have gone to the point where the customer doesn't really want to carry on with it. So I think we've now purchased the car. One of those things. Got too many cars here at the moment. I'd rather not have had it, but we sort of get lumbered with them sometimes, but it's part of the business. So that's that. So this Mark 2.5 arrived yesterday. I think it's having Meisterars. I think it was having rust works and stuff, but I think possibly now it may have turned into like full respray as well. I'm not sure if a new hood's on the cards, but maybe just, it's not actually that bad. It's probably just been sitting somewhere, but it needs a clean. Quite mossy. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done on this. So this arrived yesterday, so we have to get a start onto this. This is RS Limited. That's our RS. This one's having a full. This one's going to be started this week. We spoke about this one. The yellow Mark 1 still waiting on panels, but hopefully I think there's some light at the end of the tunnel with that. This green Mark 1, that was our full service MOT and a few other little bits and pieces. We had Mike's car back in. Turns out that there was a bit of an ongoing issue with that, so we've rectified that. He brought it in for some other bits and pieces as well. That's one. That's going out as well. So our limited. Yes. This had arches, seals, and a few other bits and pieces. It's come out good. Yeah, it was both arches. So had a clean up. I do like a red interior. It looks nice. All nice and cleaned up for the customer. And this one. So again, I think this has been on our last videos. This is now having the arches, seals, and a few other bits and pieces. You can see that they're being started as well, because there's nothing there. Okay. Other than that, go and chat to the guys. You alright?
Yeah. Morning. Yeah. That's commitment, that is, mate. Commitment to our followers.
Well, it's good content, like, because there was a lot going in and out, and especially with the one that you've been doing with the arches, because that's on the what's going up. But then now the
well, the one with the wide wheels.
The wide wheels, the customers get to see the finished result.
Yeah.
So they saw it on your ramp being cut out and stuff, but now you can you see it, which is the good thing about doing it on a Friday or a Saturday. Do you want to just come through and chat what you've been doing with the one that we just bought?
To the JLF, yeah.
To the JLF. The JLF is in the building.
So this is a car we recently bought. They've been stuck in a garage since 2014.
I probably should give a bit of a backstory really. So yeah, we went and got this Mark 1 in the week. Gareth got a call to say that it'd been sitting around for a while, I think since 2014. It was dirty, hasn't been cleaned, but it actually turned out to be not that bad. We were quite pleased with it, really.
Yeah.
It was, anything that's been sitting for 2014 is an open-ended problem where you could have all your brake lines rusted out, brakes seized, rubbers, everything, like loads of stuff that's gone wrong, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, but it actually turned out to be not too bad. It's had a paint job previously, and it's okay-ish. It's not too bad, but anyone knows that a Mark 1 silver does tend to not weather that well. But it's a solid car, and we're just going to grab a torch. We've got some new lighting here, and it sort of works in a good way and a bad way with the camera.
It's very clean.
Yeah, so you can see the seals there.
100% original.
Yeah. So we'll see where it's been jacked
Yeah,
up on before, but there's nothing.
Apart from that. But all around here,
yeah, it's all good,
when
isn't
it
it?
rust up around here, normally it's solid. There's no.
I was actually really surprised about how clean this was. I wasn't expecting. I expected it to have the normal sort of surface rust, which you could still say is still a clean car, but
yeah, it's like it is clean, all original.
yeah, it looks like it's been painted with something, hasn't it?
It has been undersealed.
I'm not
with
sure what.
something,
Yeah,
which has helped it, obviously.
yeah, definitely.
But I mean,
Yeah, you can see the signs of something sitting for a while. But again, Mark 1's most resistant to rust out of all the MX5s.
once it's only clean, I think they're right.
They still rust, but they're just more resistant compared to the others. So that's what Roy's been on the past, sort of like odd days doing bits and pieces, really, haven't you, amongst sort of other bits.
The only thing I've done is obviously we got it back here. It was running, it's got the battery charged up. Cleaned it, clay barred it, give it a good wash, and the only other thing I've done is just redone the black lines because they were faded, and the paintwork come up so well. It looks really bad having a faded black line, so we just redone the black line both sides.
Yeah,
Just,
there's odd little
just
cosmetic
white out.
things like, yeah, okay, you know, there's little bits on the edge, but generally, you know, they're a good clean Mark 1. They're just hard to find these days. So I think there's possibly someone coming down this morning to have a look at it. So we'll see whether or not it goes out the door or not. It may not, but I don't think it's going to hang around for long.
No, all original inside.
Yep. I'm not a fan of those clocks though. That's some people will find that right. It's okay. I mean, I could have a clock there, but I think I just have to change that to something a little bit more modern.
And a little less chrome.
Yeah. Okay, I can run through the rest what Ashlee's been doing because he's not here.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't got to 8:50. It's not 8:59 and 59 seconds, is it? Sorry, Ash. Dissing you while you're not here. I know he works hard, so I don't really care when he comes in. Right. So Ashlee has been on a Mark 4 and doing an underseal. So you can probably just sort of make that out. It's gone for black. I think this one, yeah, it's a 6.9, it's got 10,000 miles on it. So he's done an underseal on it, and I think he's in the process of doing something with the brakes. Yes, here we go. Putting some wildwood brake calipers on a Mark 4. They're quite light. Well, the only thing that we don't really, I don't get why there's no boots on them, but I don't know how these fare up with age. Don't know how they are, but nice wheelwood stuff. I'd like to get some of that on my car, maybe at some point, but sometime in the future. So I also have been doing many other things this week, and this is a Mark 3. Actually, do you know what this is actually an 06 Mark 3, and it's only got 14,000 miles on it, and it was in like really good condition. Problem is you can't see that now because the underseal is done, but it hardly needed a clean up at all. It was just really clean. It's been well looked after. The underneath, the actual bodywork, just general condition of the car, it's just really clean. So that just had an underseal and a full service, and then on this one, let me grab my torch. Yeah, so this blue Mark 1, I was working on this in the week. It was a full service, a load of other bits and pieces, sorting some trim out, some MOT work, and we did an MOT, but it failed on some rust. Oh, come on, flip round, there you go. So a previous repair, that failed on incomplete repair because you've got I don't know if you can see that, but you've got gaps between the worlds. So that will fail on an MOT because it's not an adequate repair. But then it also failed on a hole at the end there, and also let's just pop round the corner. I don't know if you can see that. There's a hole there which is in the lower sill end plate. So everything else on that car was done, but that presented another problem, and then we've got to get that repaired. So I think that's going to be started on Monday. I won't show the Le Mans because I'll do another video on that. But this is the green Mark 1 that we're still waiting on a rear quarter for. So again, I'm hoping that's going to turn up in the next couple of weeks. So, okay, that's been our Saturday morning. What's going on in the workshop? Roy saved me a big job this morning. He came in early, washed his car, and then he got the cars out. Probably a good job because I would have still been bringing them out, and everyone's turned up now. So, right, we're going to sign off. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, tell your friends about the channel, and also merch. Let's do the merch. You got
mine's well used.
Yeah, so Roy's been wearing his for quite a while now. But yeah, these are available to buy. These, yeah. So you got lights up, lights down, cap. We also have a trucker style one similar to this. They're not on the website to buy. You actually can't physically buy them, but if you put a comment down or send us an email at the MX5 restorer, yeah, we should be able to sort that out. But Gareth is in the process of putting these up on our website, and they will be done soon. But if anyone wants one, either leave a comment, some info, just get in contact with us, and yeah, have yourselves a hack ready for the summer, which should be here soon, shouldn't it, Roy? Right, see ya.